It's 420. You know what that means? It means that I'm 36 years old. Oh yeah, today is my 36th birthday. Of course, some of you have already wished me happy birthday on my last post as a 35-year-old man with a Norwood 3 situation. So thank you for that. And the reason I wanted to make this video today is just to get a first look at my hairline as a 36-year-old man, and there's a very specific reason I want to do this, but let's go ahead and just kind of get the lighting right and take a look. Okay, so age 36, day 1. This is my Norwood 3 situation. Let me get the camera around here. There we go. Just wanted to kind of do a 360 of what I'm dealing with at age 36. So here's what I have to say, and I've said it before. I am grateful for this. I am grateful for what I have. Please know that I never thought I would have this much hair as a 36-year-old. This is definitely much more than I anticipated. So if you lived your whole life expecting a lot less and then you still have this, you're just grateful for it. You're not trying to desperately find a way to keep it, or you're not disappointed. You're actually surprised in a good way that you still have this much hair as a 36-year-old. But the point of this video, ultimately, I feel, is I love to you know, project theories to you, to not necessarily to debate, but just more for us to collectively discuss. But let's imagine this. Let's imagine we get 10 American men of European descent. We line them all up, and they're all the same exact age as me, born April 20th, 1981. Line them all up. Well, the first thing that we'd see is I would basically kind of be right there in the middle height-wise. I'm kind of the average height at 5'9". There'd be a couple guys shorter than me. There'd definitely be several taller than me, but most would only be just a little bit taller than me. And that concept is the same thing with my hair loss. It's the perfect analogy, because in that lineup, what you'd also see is where I'm kind of in the middle when it comes to height, where I'm not really short or not tall. You'd also see the same thing with my hair. As a 36-year-old man of European descent, you would also see that there would definitely be guys that had no hair left on top. They had already lost, a few of them had lost, maybe one had already lost his hair, mostly by the time he was 21. But you'd also see on the other end of the spectrum a guy that still has a Norwood 1, and probably will until the day he dies, because he's that Ronald Reagan kind of guy. Of course, some people are saying he was nah, he's a 1. In my book, he's a 1. But along the way, you'd see people that had more hair than me, less hair than me, but ultimately, I'd be the guy in the middle of the lineup that would have the perfect combination of everyone's hairline. Because I definitely have receding, I definitely have some thinning. I'm Norwood 3, but I don't have a juvenile hairline. We can't even just simply say I have a mature hairline. I've got a receding hairline with some thinning. So I feel that I'm perfectly in the middle of that lineup for a 36-year-old man. Not only with my hair being the way it is, but also with my height. I'm the epitome of an average American man of European descent. You're looking at it. And I also want to submit to you that it's always going to be this way. As long as I'm alive, you'll see me aging at a rate that is consistent with what the average typical American man of European descent is going to look like. Now granted, the exception is, you know, I'm very healthy. I am a vegan that runs, mountain bikes, skateboards. I work out as well. So I'm doing all those things. So that's the only thing that might set me apart from the typical man. So I'm always going to be in shape because I take very good care of myself. That's very important to me. But other than that though, you're gonna see me age at a normal pace. And so that's gonna be fascinating, because I've already said my theory is, I think that every time I had a new decade, that's a new Norwood status for me. So now I'm officially here's the way I'm prophesying this, that I am what in the world? That really scared me. I'm still scared. That scared me. Okay, I'm over it now. But what I want to say is 4 years from today, I'll be 40. 4 years from today, I'll be 40. I'm not afraid of that. That's cool. But I want to say that 4 years from today, I will be Norwood 4. And I want to say 14 years from today, when I turn 50, I will be Norwood 5, and so on. I think that my hair loss is that predictable. Yes, it's slow, but I think that I'm the epitome of someone who's just going to match up to the decade with the Norwood status, and you're going to get to see me age, and I think that's really cool, because I'm not trying to defy my age. I'm not trying to be this 40 or 50 or 60-year-old man that looks younger than everybody else. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to look good for my age. And I do look good for my age. For a 36-year-old man, compare me to the average American, I look good. And I'm not just saying that because I've got as much hair as I do. Mainly it's because the pride I have in presenting myself, I've got good style, and I can take good care of myself. I'm very strict on how I eat and that I exercise daily. So, that's the thing that's going to really set me apart in those things. But just remember, I am the epitome of the average man when it comes to aging. I'm not losing my hair any sooner than most men of European descent or later. If I was in a lineup, my theory is I'd be right there in the middle, just like with my height. I'm Nick Shell, and as of today, with this hair, I'm amazed that I still have. I'm 36 years old.